360 years in the future and 38 hours in real time later, and we are here to see whether or not there are alliances between Christians and Muslims. Looks like there is an alliance right here that is clearly one county. For the most part, it looks like people kept within their own faith, as is tradition. Speaking of faith, let's talk about it. See what's happened. As you can see, we've added this so the whole UI is goofed up, and all Christian faiths that were present got Muslim syncretism, and all Muslim faiths present got Christian syncretism, which is pretty great. So we'll see who of them was the top. As usual, I don't think there was a surprise here. Catholicism is pretty high up there. Ushery is still pretty prevalent, but I think that's also just because there's more counties out there now. Euchanuska's still here, Tangrism's still here, Ossatru's still here. As for culture, we're probably going to see some interesting changes just because every barony being a county, there's a lot of more land to go around. So French has been skewered several different times, it looks like. Even the people who made a new divergence has diverged that divergence. There's a lot of mixing matching. Hungary is one interesting mix after another. Lots of different people. Yeah, see, at least one diverges than another, and then another, if you count the Mogir. Kingdom map mode, which I assume we'll see a lot of change just because we'll have a Bavaria and we'll have a Bavaria. Why not twice Bavaria? That's great. Westphalia, it's good. Valois, Orleans, France. Aquitaine not getting split up. Anjou taking over all of Brittany. England, pretty good keeping it all together, except for Sussex, Wales. They did finish the Iberian struggle, which usually I feel like does not happen that often. AI is just not willing to, but they've gotten better. Poland has gotten a bite taken out of it. I feel like Hungary had been around for a while. When I feel like I looked back, Hungary was one of the first kingdoms that popped up. 1189 seems to be the first creation. But actually, surprisingly enough, the only big changes is in Iberia, because they have just weird empires now. Is there any empire that did get formed? I predicted that there wasn't going to be one just because of how much more land it requires. Let's see what troubles we have here. Byzantines, as usual. Probably all the mines that, if they got made, are pretty good in cash making. Liège. Now it looks probably like Byzantines and then Cordoba. Cash bonuses, 22 gold, a significant amount of money coming out of there. Next, let us look at our government map modes real quick. I wanted to see if anybody did any major switching. Nope. For the most part, clan is clan, feudal is feudal. There's some republics here. Not a lot, maybe one or two independent ones. But even there's some clan up here in Pomerania, or no. For court languages, we might see a little bit, but not a lot. Arabic probably is one of the top spoken. Mending, actually, surprisingly, a bunch of kingdoms in Africa. I was not expecting that at all. Usually, I feel like that does not happen. Military on the map, just because it's interesting to see who and what everybody's got. I would expect a lot more troops by now, but probably it's hard to maintain all of these vassals. Their vassal limit is probably reached, which might have been better to put people in charge of increase their domain limits so that then they would have been able to hold more lands. After that, let's look at some of skills and see if there's any interesting people. For the most part, it looks like the system has not been implemented. I think that's what we've learned, is that once again, I don't think the religions having Islamic or Catholic syncretism really had that much of an effect on this. It'd be interesting to try it in the normal version, a normal version map or basic map version, just to see if they would have any major cataclysmic things where like the Byzantines and the Persians and the HRE could all have like an unholy alliance where they would clobbering other countries and just destroying everybody else's lands and stuff like that. So maybe we'll try that out next. Is we'll do a just a basic map where we include syncretism for Muslims and in Christians once again. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, have a good rest of your day. Ciao.